The Southern Republican Leadership Conference. It's next week, just days away, May 21st through the 23rd. Dave Morris here in the Oklahoma's video studio. Excited and happy to have Governor Mary Fallin. Thanks so much for taking the time to stop by our Streetside studios today.
Dave, I love your studios. I am so proud of the Day Oklahoman and its tremendous new operations here in downtown Oklahoma City. And I love the video screens that you have outside, and people can see the action going on with the news and current trends. It's just really exciting, and I appreciate the Day Oklahoman and their investment in downtown Oklahoma City.
Governor, that's very kind of you. Thank you for those kind words. And I think that's what we're hopeful for, that we can be a facilitator of the conversation in Oklahoma City of the events that come in and the energy here downtown. And this is a pretty big event for Oklahoma City.
This is a huge event for Oklahoma City. In fact, it's a historic event because more than likely we'll probably have the next, hopefully, President of the United States here in Oklahoma City next week, because we're going to have 10 of the top Republican candidates that we know of so far coming to Oklahoma City. It's running on the Republican ticket for the Southern Republican Leadership Conference, as you mentioned, May 21st through the 23rd. And it's going to be an exciting event with probably close to 2,000 people. So far, 130 different media outlets from not only across the United States, but even around the world. And as I mentioned, our top 10 candidates so far for president on the Republican side.
Governor, let's talk about those candidates, and I'll ask you a question after this. But looking at the Republican race, at least unofficially, there's current governors, there are former governors, there's U.S. senators, a former U.S. senator, a surgeon, a former Silicon Valley CEO. There's some diversity in this race.
Heavy hitters.
Yes.
Heavy hitters.
What experience might you value the most for the next president?
Well, leadership, ideas, conservative principles will be things that I'll be looking for, and ability to solve problems, ability to lead our nation during some very difficult times, different times than probably what our world has ever seen, especially with national security. And of course, economic issues are always important, the pocketbook issues to our Oklahoma families and our nation itself.
Chatting with Governor Mary Fallin here in our Oklahoman video studios. Governor, which side do you think has the advantage this far out, the Democrats or Republicans? And let me set this up. The Democrats appear to have one candidate, Hillary Clinton. That's who they're going with. Republicans, though, as we said, there's a whole roster of candidates. Is there a pro or con to either way?
I think the Republicans have a deep bench, a lot of great experience, a diversity of experience. Just as you mentioned a few moments ago, you have governors, you have senators, you have business people, you have a surgeon. I mean, great diversity of entrepreneurs and people that are running for office, and I think that creates for more excitement and even a better exchange of ideas. Lots of diverse ideas that reflects the American populace, and that you can see all those ideas spread out, talk about it, debate them. Whereas the Democrat Party only has one chosen candidate so far, and of course that candidate has a long, deep track record too of issues that she's got to defend or stand for.
We'll be able to hear this debate next week at the Southern Republican Leadership Conference. As we mentioned, Thursday through Saturday at the Cox Convention Center. Governor, I was watching CNN this weekend, and Anthony Bourdain. I love his travel show, and one of his recent episodes, he was in Miami, and he asked one of the chefs or residents, hey, when people come to Miami, how do you sell them on Miami? What do you tell them? And of course, their response was sunshine and tourism. We're looking at 2,000 people being here for this conference, the political spotlight, the national spotlight on Oklahoma City. What would you hope, as governor of Oklahoma, that people take away when they visit here?
Well, Oklahoma is a great place to live. It's a great place to live, work, and raise a family. And we have the opportunity to show the world that next week by hosting this Republican Leadership Conference here with presidential candidates. So it's going to be very exciting to be able to talk about our economy, to be able to talk about our growth. We have a very low unemployment rate. We've had great growth in our GDP in Oklahoma. Last year we had the 4th fastest growing economy in the nation. We're one of the top 10 states that people are moving to Oklahoma. So I'm excited to be able to tell that story about our great quality of life and how we've created this wonderful place to do business. And of course, even if you look at Oklahoma City, it's really been transformed. You have over 3,000 housing units downtown Oklahoma City. You have great new high-rises, more high-rises on the way, all kinds of culture and art and the thunder and the river rowing and the boathouses, the museums. I mean, it's just a wonderful time to live in Oklahoma, and it's a great place to do business too, by the way.
You even got some national exposure this weekend on Saturday Night Live, didn't we?
We did. We got a little exposure on Saturday Night Live, but you know, the real test will come when people come here, and I hear it over and over again when people have never been to Oklahoma, or maybe people hadn't been here in a long time, and they come back and they say, wow, you know, Oklahoma is really different than what we perceived it to be, or different than what we knew it to be. And it is a state that's on the move, a state that a lot of exciting things are happening in, and we're just excited to be able to showcase Oklahoma.
Governor Mary Fallin, thank you again for your time. Thanks for stopping in.
And by the way, the public can go to this event. You can buy a ticket. They're $75 for the starting ticket, and people can come and listen to the presidential candidates. And they can go to Southern Republican Leadership Conference.
I'm glad you said it, because I was just thinking it is the .gop.
It's srlc.gop and get a ticket.
Governor Fallin, she's all over it. Thank you again. Much appreciated. Again, this conference Thursday through Saturday next week, May 21st through the 23rd.